We've been here a long time, and we have a lot of people. And when I drive up on Sundays and see all the cars and the families out on the lawn, it just shows that we're still here and we're still going strong.
I'm Rosemary Replogle, and my late husband and I joined Christ Episcopal Church in 2009 while our daughter was pursuing ordination in the Episcopal Church. And having been in a denomination that didn't recognize the ordination of women, we wanted to be behind her 100%. So, and also we had never met a female priest. So we made an appointment with our female priest then, Ann Maxwell, and after meeting with Ann, we knew that this was the church for us. So we started attending the next Sunday and became active.
I married Gerry, and I started coming here when my son was in grade school at Christ Episcopal, and so that was about 1987. And we had moved to the North Shore, and I had never been to an Episcopal church before, and I found it so very different than the Catholic churches I had been to throughout my life. I always felt at home here.
The one word that jumps into my mind is inclusive. At Christ Church, all are welcome.
I think of family, because I don't have any family here, and I have met so many wonderful people that have just included me in everything.
5 months after we were received into Christ Church, my husband was killed in an automobile accident. So the first funeral that I ever attended in an Episcopal church was my late husband's. And this church was so supportive. We were new here, but I was invited into homes, people visited, and I was taken places and also invited in to join ministries in this church, such as the Altar Guild and Women Speak.
The first experience I had with inclusion in this church was before I became a member. And our family had gone through a rough time. Our son had become ill with a chronic disease, and that changed our lives. And then 6 months later, I got cancer. And it was out of the blue. And one day, I had come in and my front door, and as I went up the steps, I looked, and there was a bouquet of flowers that was left at my door with a card from the community at Christ Episcopal Church. And I just found that amazing, because I didn't even belong to the church. I was just somebody who would come to services. And it said, we have you on our prayer list. And I felt so surrounded by prayer and good wishes that it really surprised me.
I would have to say the 4 years that I spent attending EFM and participating weekly is one of my favorite memories. Not only did I grow spiritually and learn a lot of information, but friendships were made that still exist to this day and are very special.
The memory I have that stands out is the first year we did Jazz in January. I was one of the co-chairs. We had no idea what we were doing when we started it. We started late, and it was a lot of work to pull it together into a function that amazingly sold out and was so well received. And everybody helped. I mean, I remember thinking, where am I ever going to get all these volunteers? And you just put it out there and the list fills up.
It's important because we're God's hands and feet on this earth. And Christ Church provides both in-reach support and outreach support. And I know that it takes time and talents and money to do all the many things that we do as a small church.
As far as donating time and talents to the church, I think there's such a variety of ways to help at the church. I made a list of some of the things I've done over the years, and I always tell people new to the church to try something new. You know, you may not have any experience doing it before, but I remember when we did a Habitat for Humanity build day, I learned how to install rigid insulation and how to install windows in the house. And that was all learned in one morning.
Now my box, here we go. Here I come on up. Hey, my friend, how you doing today? Pretty good. I'm so glad to hear it. Hey, Kate and Michaela, are y'all friends? Yes. That was so cute. Go to the top. Here we go.
I hope we'll continue with the many outreach programs that we have. I know that we do SEEP in the summer, which is for the children in the community, and I've been involved in that, and the Wednesday night activities, all of those things. I hope we'll just continue those.
I think it's important to continue the wonderful ministry that Bobby Cox has done in caring for the funds that are donated here. There's a transparency here that I've never seen in another church. And I was a nurse and went back to school and got an MBA and managed a research center for LSU for 15 years. And folks, it takes money to run things, you know. And, you know, he always knows how much is there, how much we can afford, and he does all this from the goodness of his heart. So I hope that dedication comes through in other people as well.
Well, I believe the larger community really sees our value of education with Christ School and our value for seniors with Christwood, and also reaches out to the community with the Christwood Wellness Center. I know that we're strong in stepping up during difficult times such as hurricanes and disasters, and so again, it's the inclusivity that we value in reaching out to the community.
I go to Christwood Community Center almost every weekday, and most of the people coming with me are not members of this church, but they've come to know this church as a stable, open arms church that looks after, you know, the lifespan of our community.